Genesis 1.
In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. God's Spirit was moving over the dark, empty waters that swirled around the earth. God spoke, and at his word a bright, dazzling light scattered the darkness. Then God spoke to the waters. Some of them became the sea, and some became clouds in the sky. God spoke again, and masses of land rose up out of the sea, huge continents and little islands, mountains, hills, and valleys. Then God covered the land with plants, trees, bushes, grasses, herbs, and bright, beautiful flowers. Next, God made the warm beams of the sun to shine through the clouds. The sun gave light to the earth in the daytime, and at night the earth's moon and millions of stars lit up the sky. Then God decided to make living, breathing creatures. First he made creatures that live in the water, smooth animals that swim, dive, glisten, and spurt. Then God made creatures that fly in the air, feathery animals that glide, swoop, twitter, and squawk. Then God made creatures that live on land, furry animals that run, jump, squeak, and roar. God also made little creatures that crawl, scuttle, spin, and buzz. God looked at everything in the world, and it was all good. But God knew it needed something more. He wanted all the plants and animals to be looked after. So last of all, God created humans. He made them to be like him. "Become a great family," said God. "Look after my world." God saw it all. It was very good. The work was done. God came to settle down in the world he had made. He was at home.
What else in God's big story links up with this?
The chapter, The Promise of a New World.
The Garden of Eden.
Where's this in the Bible?
This is from Genesis 2.
When God created the world, he decided to make a garden. It was called the Garden of Eden. Out of the garden flowed a river that turned into 4 great rivers, watering the earth. God gave the garden to the first man to look after. It was the most beautiful garden you could imagine. It was how God wanted the whole world to be. The garden had every kind of tree, including 2 special ones. One was called the Tree of Life. If anyone ate its fruit, they would live forever. The other tree was called the Tree of Knowing Good and Evil. God told the man that he mustn't eat from that tree. To snatch the fruit and eat it now would mean going against God, and that would mean death. God showed the man all the animals he had made. The man gave them names. But none of the animals was really like him, and the man felt lonely. So, while the man was in a deep sleep, God took part of the man and made him a partner. When the man awoke, he could hardly believe his eyes. Now he had a companion just like him, someone to love, someone to share his life, someone to help him care for God's garden. The man called his partner Woman. The man and the woman were naked, but it didn't matter. They had nothing to hide from God.
What else in God's big story links up with this?
The chapter, New Heaven, New Earth.
What are humans?
Where's this in the Bible?
This is from Psalm 8.
This poem is from the book of Psalms. The poet gives praise and thanks to God for creating the world and helping humans to look after it. God the Lord is great and mighty. All creation sings his song. Even little children praise him, shaming everything that's wrong. When we gaze on stars and planets, sometimes we are bound to ask, why does God think us so special? What are